Hello, tubers and the groovers, and welcome to this edition of Take the Fear Out of the Gear with me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Oh, it's only the MS101. What is the MS101? Well, look, it's here. I mean, have a little look, see? Have a look, see. Is this made by Behringer by any chance, Si?
We do love a bit of Behringer action, don't we?
It's a Behringer MS101. Let me tell you what I know about these things. It does this. And it does this. You don't even have to do a lot to get a tune out of it, really. Yeah, a fool could play this thing. A fool just did play this thing. A goddamn fool.
You should just press that button there, dude. That one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
That's brilliant, man. Listen to that. That's my favourite tune there. I mean, really. Honestly, dude. Magical. And I don't mean magical like as in Breaking Bad. I mean magical, dude.
Magical.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Now, I dare say, like with most Behringer stuff, this is a rip-off of something, yeah?
1982, Roland brought out the SH101 mono synth.
What did Roland do to piss Behringer off?
I don't know. I can tell you one thing. The SH101, if you want one of the originals, they're about £600 now.
Oh,
so
goodness gracious me!
That's put it out of the league of most of us there. The most interesting thing about this one, these were shown at the Super Booth show at 2018. They came out and they were called the MS101, and guess what? Behringer upset Roland.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
They did.
Because they named it.
Yeah, it was a bit too close to the SH101, so we're lucky with this one. This is an MS101.
Yeah.
But now, you're buying exactly the same thing, but now Behringer have had to call it the MS1 because,
yeah,
you know,
So this has got to be quite rare, because I don't know how many of them they rolled off the production line, but it's got to be a lot less than the MS1, isn't it?
Yeah, the Roland got quite upset quite quickly.
I can imagine they did.
But there again, we could ask the question, why don't Roland just build another one? It's like with everything, you know, with the 808, and why have we got to leave it to Behringer to give us all the goodies?
Listen, Behringer, we can't thank you enough for what you've done for us, guys, because you've brought us the affordable version of stuff we've always wanted. I mean, the RDA, I could only dream about owning an 808 these days. They're fetching like $3,000. If they're in battered condition, and I haven't got $3,000 to spend on a drum machine. In fact, I haven't got $3,000 to spend on a new car. But for the sake of a couple of £100, you get the exact same thing. And I do mean the exact same thing. It's an analogue rip-off completely. Well made. There's definitely no doubt about that. It's definitely as well made.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's about the closest thing you'll get to the original. It's even closer than Roland's new, you know, TR8 and TR8S. At least it's analogue. What we've got here, obviously MS101, it's the famous mono synth from the 80s. It's using the famous Curtis chip, the 3340, so you get that nice analogue sound. And you've got everything on there an SH101 would have, plus a few added features, like you've got your MIDI, you've got your USB MIDI, you've got more features here, you've got your filters, it's got everything on there. It's got a sequencer like we showed you earlier when Jay pressed that. It's got an arpeggiator. And it's so close to the original. If you want to go on, we're not going in depth, but if you want to go in depth...
Side by sides are on YouTube, aren't they?
Yeah, Loop Pop or Starsky Car, they've got both together, and it's so close, it's uncanny.
The thing with this one is it's fire engine red. What a colour. It stands out. That thing's got a bling right out, man. It looks cool, doesn't it?
And Behringer have done different colours as well.
That's right, they have indeed.
I think they've done a blue and a black, and possibly others, but you can choose whatever colour you want.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
You haven't said exactly once yet. Not once. I don't know what's going on, tubes.
One of the tips we said from the Odyssey video last week, look at your firmware, because I noticed on this one again there was a slight bit of latency. Behringer Synth Tool update it, and it's perfect. So yeah, any Behringer product, update the firmware,
You got to
and it'll be
think
spot on.
You got to think of these things a little bit like your mobile phone, you know, and these updating every now and then, or you can't get certain apps, you know, if you haven't got the latest system on board, and that's a bit like that with these things. They just need to be updated, don't they? If they've been, if you bought it off of someone who's not used it, say for I don't know how long they've been out, not that long actually.
Well, 2018 it was the show, and I think they're available from 2019, so they're new.
Oh dear, oh dear. What sort of money are these then, Si?
I think originally they were about £299, and you can get them for about £270 now.
Really, that's not a lot of money, is it, for a mono synth with all this stuff on it? It's got loads of waves and whatnots, and
It's got to be better than 600, isn't it? For the original, it's got to be better.
Hallelujah. Well, it brings it into the price range of affordability to the locals who just need to have this stuff, you know.
And you can pick them up second hand for, I don't know, about £200-ish. So there's a few people selling them, so yeah, you can do. You'll save yourself 70, 80 quid, so yeah.
Are these memory banks here?
Yeah, yeah.
Or is that for the sequencer or something? Or
yeah, that's the same as what we did with the ARP last week. You got the same sequencer in it, so you've got all those banks there for all your sequences. Obviously, like we said, with the synth tool, you can put the sequences in with the synth tool on your PC. All the same sequencer, so it's handy. So if you've got some of the Behringer gear like the Crave or the ARP or this one, you're in business. Yeah, and obviously you've got all your CV outputs as well, so that's all in there. You've got USB connectivity, it's all there. And it's brand new, so you haven't got to worry about it breaking down because it's 30 years old.
This is it, yeah, that's the whole thing, isn't it? I mean, with 808 now, like going back to the 808 as a benchmark, it's 8 hour old and the buttons have pretty much gone on most of them. They all need a certain bit of tighten up, don't they?
They're going to need the buttons or the pots or the power supply servicing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I suppose really you want to hear it, didn't you? So do you want to play some tunes, dude, and push some knobs and just...
Well, we did a bit earlier, but you've got like the famous... all your filters.
I just wanted to play it. That sound like a motorbike starting up, going round and round, boy. And from us here at Take the Fear, ladies and gentlemen, it's goodbye from me, Jason Bangers.
And it's goodbye from me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Next time.